Hey guys, so I'm gonna make a video today. I'm stuck at home because it's all icy and the roads are really bad. And so I'm off work today and we're going to make a video. So I'm gonna take this old shirt that belonged to my stepdad. He worked in this out in the yard all the time, and it's very special to me. I've used it for the last few years, excuse me, Leonard, to work in myself, but I'm going to turn it into something else. And I know you see it says Joyce here, but the story behind that is that he would always get t-shirts and work shirts from the Amish country that had other people's names on them, and he would wear them to work in. So I would always ask him, who are you going to be today? So anyway, I'm going to take this shirt and make it into an apron that I can use every day in the house and cooking, cleaning, things like that. So we're gonna do that. I've never made anything like this before, so here we go. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut here along the seam, and then I'm gonna cut the sleeves out on both sides. I'm gonna separate the front from the back. So we'll be right back. All right, so I've got my pieces separated here. This is the back of the shirt, the front of the shirt, and then the sleeves. So what's going to happen is the back here, I'm going to be folding right about here and cutting the top portion off. So from here down is going to be the actual apron part. It's a half apron that ties around your waist. And so from here up is going to be scrap. So then the front of the shirt, I'm going to take this pocket and the joist tag. I'm cutting this out, and that is going to be like a pocket on the front of the apron. The sleeves will then become the ties. So as I go through each step, I'm here alone today holding the camera by myself, so I can't film and like sew and stuff at the same time because I'm going to be moving around a lot. So as I finish each step, I'll come back in and show you what I've done, and we'll talk about that. So see you soon. Alrighty, so I have now finished the first step. So what I did was take what used to be the back of the shirt, this part, and I did a stitch on the sides to hem the sides. That side's a little rough because I just folded it over once, but this side I did fold over twice, so it looks a little bit better, but nobody's gonna see that side anyway, right? So then I made a waistband at the top, so folded that over twice and stitched on both the bottom and the top just to give it a more finished look, and leave the sides open here for the string. So the next step I'm going to do is decide on my pockets. So I don't know if I'm going to do one or two, if I'm going to do both the joist and the whatever that is, or just the joist. I might just do one pocket. I mean, I don't really use pockets when I'm cleaning the house anyway. So I'm going to cut this out, and we're going to stitch it somewhere on here. Probably not in the center, maybe off kilter a little bit just for fun. And then we will use the sleeves over here to make the drawstring. So I will check back in here in just a few once I've got the pocket cut out and sewn on. Alright guys, next step is complete. I have the pocket sewn on, and I decided to stitch it with red thread. I don't know, whoops, there we go, how well you can see there. And I did a double stitch too on that, just to, again, make it look more finished. And then I took one of the buttons from the front of the shirt and just sewed in the center of the pocket. And it is a functional pocket, as you can see. And I did put it on a slant just for fun. And then I also took the joist patch off the front of the shirt and sewed it to there also. And that's why I did the red stitching on the pocket, so it would kind of pull from there. So this is the front of the apron so far. The next and final step will be to cut the sleeves and make the tie, and then we'll be done. So it's moving along pretty quickly. See you soon. Okay, so I've got my strips cut out of my sleeves, and I just made sure that they were all the same width, and so I counted the stripes and stuff to do that. You can make them as wide or as narrow as you want. So what I'm going to do next is take two of these and sew them together like this, and that will make one tie for one side, and then the other two will get sewn together, and then that will make the other tie. So hopefully they'll be long enough to where I can like wrap them around the back and then bring them back around and tie them in the front. So I'm going to stitch these together. We're going to sew them on the apron, and then I'll show you the finished product. I'm back real quick. I forgot to mention with the straps, you'll want to fold over the edge just a little bit on each side, and then we're going to fold it exactly in half and then stitch. So that's going to be our strap. It'll look a lot more finished and clean and neat. So be right back. Okay guys, here's the finished product. So I tried to iron it a little bit, but I didn't have the patience to sit there. It's not as wrinkly in real life as it's showing in this video, but here's the finished product. So we got the front of the apron with the pocket and the joist patch, and then my straps. And here's how I sewed those. Like I told you before, I sewed, or ironed the sides in, and then folded the whole thing in half. I made a stitch on the bottom and the top so that it gives a nice finished look. And then you stick the end inside the spot that you left open. You can sew this in however you want, but I chose to do a boxed in diagonal just to make sure that it was really in there. I went over this one a few times. This is not the neatest looking stitch, but I am not an expert, so I just wanted to make sure it was really, really in there, and I think that the, it kind of looks farmhousey like that. So then the end of the straps, I just tucked in the raw edge and sewed that. I was having some trouble with my sewing machine. The tension was really bad, so it was pulling some, which is why it looks like that. Yeah, see? It was pulling, and I was getting really mad, and then I fixed it right at the end. So anyway, that's what it looks like. I'm really excited. I think it turned out really cute. Let's see if I can show you in more better light here. Well, there it is. So I'm in my pajamas right now, so I'm not gonna like try it on, but when Andy gets home later, we're getting ready to go out this evening, so I will put it on and have him take a nice mod shot of it. So anyway, I've got all this scrap left here that I'm going to try to figure out something to do with, and I'll show the finished apron on at the end of this video. Comment and let me know what you would do with an old shirt that's special to you. Okay, so I know I said I would post a mod shot of me wearing it when Andy got home, but I'm way too excited that I actually made a video on my own, and I'm just so anxious to post it. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert a couple photos here. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.